Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, we're going to be diving into a unique and underrated entry in the Pokemon franchise, Pokemon Colosseum. Pokemon Colosseum was the first Pokemon RPG ever for the Nintendo GameCube. The game introduced a darker, more mature tone than typical Pokemon adventures. We'll get into the history in a bit, but before we go any further, make sure to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss any updates. Now, without further ado, let's get it. Pokemon Colosseum was released on the Nintendo GameCube on November 21st, 2003 in Japan, March 22nd, 2004 in North America, and May 14th, 2004 in Europe. Colosseum followed the stadium-style battling found in the Pokemon Stadium games, but added an RPG story element comparable to the core handheld series, letting trainers catch Generation 2 and Generation 3 Pokemon in the desolate region of Ore. Players take on the role of Wes, a former member of Team Snag'em, which developed the Snag machine capable of stealing Pokemon from other trainers. Meanwhile, another group named Cypher is busy corrupting the hearts of Pokemon, creating what came to be known as Shadow Pokemon. With the aid of a young girl named Rui, Wes identifies these tainted Pokemon by their purple aura and snags them back to restore them to normal. So, let's get into the story. The adventure begins with a dramatic heist at the fortified headquarters of Team Snag'em, a notorious gang known for stealing Pokemon. Under cover of darkness, Wes infiltrates the base to seize an invaluable piece of technology, a portable device capable of capturing Pokemon already belonging to other trainers. Such an act violates the most basic ethical standards of the Pokemon world. Yet, Team Snag'em has abused the Snag machine long enough. After carefully evading patrols and securing the device, Wes sets off a series of explosions, plunging the base into chaos. Alarms sound as flames spread, but Wes successfully escapes with two loyal allies, Espeon and Umbreon, before speeding away on a strange one-wheeled motorcycle. Although Team Snag'em's hideout lies in ruins, this move marks only the opening act of a larger conflict that will soon unfold across Ore. Seeking refuge and supplies, Wes crosses a barren landscape to arrive at the outskirts stand, a lonely, dilapidated gas station standing in the desert's scorching winds. Inside this makeshift stopover, trainers converge to rest or test their skills. A local named Ryder Willie challenges the newcomer to a battle, eager to gauge the potential of anyone confident enough to travel these parts. With Espeon and Umbreon, Wes overcomes Willie's team in a decisive victory. Impressed, Willie suggests heading to Phoenix City, an oasis famed for its flowing water and pristine streets. Rumor has it that there, with its shining stadium and orderly community, might provide a lead about both Team Snag'em's activity and the device that Wes now wields. Upon reaching the city, Wes is greeted by gleaming marble structures, carefully maintained fountains, and a stark contrast to Ore's dusty plains. However, the calm facade cracks the moment two suspicious individuals are spotted hauling a lumpy, wriggling sack out of town. Sensing foul play, Wes intercepts them. One, known as Folly, resorts to a Pokemon battle for cover, but after being defeated, both criminals flee, abandoning the sack. Inside, the player finds a distressed young woman named Rui, who reveals she was kidnapped after witnessing a bizarre phenomenon: Pokemon with dark auras possessing an unnatural capacity for aggression. She describes how these creatures even threatened human bystanders, reflecting behavior that she had never seen in Pokemon before. Realizing that something far more dangerous than the run-of-the-mill criminal lurks behind these sightings, Rui convinces Wes to seek help from the mayor, hoping he has influence to take action. The pair make their way to the mayor's stately home, only to bump into a silver-haired man exiting the premises. He offers an unsettling promise that their paths will cross again. Undeterred, Rui and Wes enter to speak with the mayor. Sympathetic to Rui's alarming encounter with hostile Pokemon, the mayor encourages them to investigate the city stadium, where skilled trainers gather. Perhaps someone there has heard news regarding the strange Pokemon sightings. On the way, however, Wes is confronted by former associates from Team Snag'em, who recognize the figure responsible for blowing up their main stronghold. After another scuffle, the Snag'em grunts are once more dispatched. Despite the tension, Rui reassures the player that whatever happened in the past matters less than stopping these ominous Pokemon sightings. She also recommends stocking up on supplies, particularly Pokeballs, preparing for the possibility of capturing these unusual creatures before further harm can occur. With that in mind, the player returns briefly to the outskirts stand to purchase some more Pokeballs, and then comes back to the city only to find the supposedly safe haven overrun by thugs. In the midst of this turmoil, Phoenix's mayor goes missing, prompting fears that something dire has happened to him. While investigating, the player crosses paths with Mirror B, a flamboyant individual sporting a colossal afro and matching dance-themed attire. He arrives flanked by the bumbling goons Folly and Trudely, exuding a playful menace that conceals an insidious role in a broader conspiracy. During a battle with these underlings, Rui points out one Pokemon radiating an unmistakable dark aura, confirming it as a shadow Pokemon. Under her guidance, the player uses the snag machine to capture the corrupted Pokemon, proving that rescuing them is possible, though likely not easy. With Mirror B retreating, it is apparent the quest to free these creatures and uncover the scheme behind them has only begun. Attempting to move on to Pyrite Town leads to another complication. 4 gaudily dressed trainers stand at Phoenix exits, each wielding their own shadow Pokemon. By vanquishing one foe, Wes forces the others to withdraw, allowing safe passage from the city. Pyrite Town itself then presents a stark contrast to Phoenix refinement. Its shabby buildings, pervasive grime, and rough inhabitants make it a breeding ground for rumors, many pointing to an organization called Cypher. Word has it that Cypher systematically closes the hearts of Pokemon to increase their combat power, creating these aggressive shadow Pokemon. The trail of evidence brings Wes face to face with Mirror B once again, this time hidden in Pyrite Cave. With the help of the dancing Ludicolo, he attempts to repel the intruder's efforts at every turn, but Wes emerges victorious, pushing back the influence of Cypher's operation. Further leads direct Wes to Mount Battle, a revered training site known for its steep challenges and stacked tiers. There, the formidable Dakim, another of Cypher's admins, relies on raw power to crush challengers. Despite his overwhelming strength, clever battle tactics and strategic usage of newly snagged shadow Pokemon grant Wes another victory. The ongoing investigation next uncovers the Under, a shadowy subterranean settlement overshadowed by a charismatic but manipulative admin named Venus. Through media control and constant broadcasts, Venus sways the city's populace to her will. Yet, once again, Wes combines his skills and tenacity to see another Cypher admin defeated, liberating more captive shadow Pokemon in the process. From there, an ominous facility known as the Shadow Pokemon Library emerges as the next target. Operatives within are perfecting methods to keep a Pokemon's heart permanently sealed, intensifying its destructive tendencies while robbing it of genuine emotions. Ein, a calculating scientist, stands at the helm, overseeing advanced tests in pristine hallways, policed by specialized henchmen. Even so, Wes's consistent resolve and synergy with Rui, alongside effective usage of the snag machine, leads to Ein's defeat. Records scattered around the lab then confirm a possibility for saving the Pokemon. Repeated battles, genuine care, and specific purification rituals can reverse the shadification process, restoring each Pokemon to their original nature. Using this knowledge, Wes vows to rescue every shadow Pokemon from Cypher for good. As each admin is vanquished, the puzzle finally points to Realgem Tower, a lavish monument that doubles as the core of Cypher's empire. Covered with futuristic arenas and reflective walkways, the tower stands as a testament to the group's ill-gotten gains. Within its grandeur, Wes must face the 4 admins a second time, each now driven by desperation to salvage what remains of Cypher's plan. Gonzap, leader of Team Snag'em, then re-emerges with a startling admission. Cypher provided Snag'em with the snag machines in exchange for a steady supply of unwitting Pokemon, all delivered to be corrupted into shadow Pokemon. By stealing the device in the beginning, Wes had unknowingly shattered a key collaboration between the two organizations. Once the admins are then defeated all again, Wes confronts Nazgûr, who appears to be Cypher's ultimate commander. Defeating him seems to mark the end of the group, until Phoenix City's mayor, Escade, steps forward to reveal his true identity as Evis, the real mastermind behind Cypher. By posing as a benign official, he manipulated Ore's affairs from within, paving the way for the rise of shadow Pokemon across the region. Even cornered, Evis refuses to submit, launching a frantic final battle. After failing, he attempts to flee via helicopter, but a legendary Ho-Oh descends from the sky, stopping the aircraft's escape with a burst of sacred fire. Evis is captured, ensuring that Cypher's top leadership can no longer spread its insidious influence. Despite this victory, pockets of Cypher followers linger, refusing to abandon the cause. The Kids Grid, an information network spearheaded by a bright youngster named Sek, alerts Wes to suspicious activity in the ravaged Snag'em hideout and the old Shadow Pokemon laboratory. There's also a world of a hidden stadium in the Under, where rogue trainers may still hoard or deploy corrupted Pokemon. In time, Wes learns of an even stranger twist. A mysterious figure resembling the player themselves has been ambushing others with additional Shadow Pokemon. Determined to keep Ore safe, Wes confronts his doppelganger, snacking and purifying the final corrupted creature. With that triumph, every known Shadow Pokemon stands rescued, and Cypher's lingering presence dwindles to scattered threats unworthy of toppling the region again. Finally, Ore is free. The towns reacquaint themselves with peace, and purified Pokemon rediscover their capacity for trust and companionship. Even so, challenges still remain in the form of various Colosseum battles, where the player can continue honing their skills. Rumor claims that if the hero consistently triumphs, Ho-Oh may again grace the skies as a sign of respect for the unwavering courage displayed. Thus, the story of Pokemon Colosseum concludes on a note of redemption, renewal, and proof that despite the cruelty of an organization like Cypher, dedicated trainers like Wes can rescue even the most deeply scared Pokemon. From the explosive theft at Team Snag'em's fortress to Ho-Oh's brilliant intervention, every step underscores how compassion stands as the ultimate counter to exploitation. Through daily battles, unwavering faith, and the steadfast bond forged with Rui, the protagonist dismantles a conspiracy that spans cities, underground labs, and a gleaming tower of deception. And that's the end of Pokemon Colosseum. Honestly, this game was absolutely lit. The gameplay was crazy, getting to walk around the map and actually feel like you're experiencing the Game Boy Advance or Nintendo DS games, but through the GameCube was actually super crazy. One of the key highlights for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you out there, was obviously, despite it being annoying to a lot of people that may have played the game, getting to take the time to purify the Shadow Pokemon was a large portion of the fun for me and kept me more connected and engaged to the game, making it feel personal to me. This is just one of the many reasons why GameCube is personally my favorite console, and I think that during this generation of the console wars, this is when we saw some of the most peak games that were not just about going online and flexing for views via watching people replay or live stream, but actually immersing yourself in the game and picking titles that you connect with to play. Thanks for watching. With that being said, don't forget to snag the like button, throw a Pokeball at subscribe, and purify the bell icon so you never miss another update. Until next time, peace.